right, so what we're here to do is to teach my son how to set up a Navy Federal account, as well as the purpose of it. Why Navy Federal? What is it going to do? What are the benefits for anybody to start a Navy Federal account? So the first thing is to open a Navy Federal account, you need an access number from somebody who has one. So let's say Navy Fed. First thing, number one, access. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need, is access to the bank, right? How do you do that? First thing you do is you find somebody who is a close friend. Or a family member. Who has either served in the military or has a member of their family in the military. So that's the first thing that you need to do, is find access, and that's given to you by somebody who is related or close to you. The second thing you need to do to get an account, or once you do get the account, the first thing that you want to do is you want to, after setting it up and getting you all logged in, you need to put money in that account. The more money that you put in that account, the better. If you put, they're actually only going to let you put in $250 up front, and then after that you have to put more money. You want the flagship checking. That's number 2. So number 2, you want flagship checking and savings. All right, what that's going to do for you is going to give you the top tier account so that you are accepted for more. The one thing is that you have to keep $1,500 in there as a daily balance. So $1,500 minimum daily balance. So you have to keep a minimum daily balance in order to keep that flagship account. Otherwise, they're going to charge you $15, which is 10%. So the charge for not doing this is $15 for under $1,500. Now, basically what that means is, over the course of your account, while you spend money and you put money into the account, your daily balance has to be on average $1,500. So if you put $250 and you keep it in there for a week while getting everything all set up, and then you put $5,000 in, well, your daily balance is going to go up because your average is up. So that's how you get by that with only putting $250 in. So that's the minimum to get in. Then once you do that, you're going to wait a couple of days, and then you're going to do what's called a pledge loan. Now we're getting into the reason that we open an account with Navy Federal anyway. Okay, the reason that you open the Navy Federal account is so that you can build credit. Okay, how do you build credit? Especially if you have bad credit. Okay, so people who have bad credit can go to Navy Federal, open an account, and then they will want to do this next step, which is open a pledge account for pledge loan, otherwise known as a secured loan, but this loan is through Navy Federal, and that's what they call it, is a pledge loan. Now, the more that you put into that pledge loan, the higher your loan is going to be. So if you have, let's say, under $1,000, 1,000, they're gonna do it for 1 year. So the term is 1 year. Okay? If you have a term for 1 year, that means you're going to pay that $1,000 off in 1 year. The caveat to that is what you're going to want to do is if you start a loan for under $1,000, 3 days after that you're going to pay off 90% of that loan, and then you're going to make payments of like $1 per month. Okay, and the reason that you're going to make that $1 per month is so that that loan shows 90% paid off on your credit report, and that it shows that you're taking that credit, or you're paying off that loan in increments over time. So it's an open account, 90% paid off, and it's going to show good on your credit report. After you do that, you're going to want to do another again. So you're going to repeat this one more time. The reason that you're going to do that is because then it's going to show you 2 loans with Navy Federal, 90% paid off, paying over time. That reflects good on your credit. This is for bad credit people who need to build their credit. When you're building credit with Navy Federal, they have an internal scoring system where the minimum score is 100, and I believe the max score is 300. Sorry, 300. Yeah. So it's 300. The max score being you have perfect credit, I'm sure. The minimum score of 100, you're probably not trustworthy for another loan, okay? But these 2 loans, doing this will start building your credit for the internal Navy Federal. Now you're going to keep this, you're not going to apply for any other loan or any credit card or anything like that for 90 days. So you're going to keep this for 90 days. 3 months, 90 days. Six one, half a dozen the other. It doesn't matter what you use, but it's going to be 3 months. After 3 months, then you'll be able to qualify for overdraft protection, which they will give you a certain amount of money over what you have in case you run over one day, for a purchase or not. Which is good. Now, once they give you that, then you can apply for a credit card with Navy Federal, and they will most likely give it to you. They will give you an auto loan, credit card, whatever you need. You also need 2 other things. So you need your let me just go over real quick. You need your access, you need your checking and savings, your flagship checking and savings. You need a minimum of $1,500 daily balance, or you get charged a $1,500 for under $1,500, or $15 for under $1,500. You start your pledge loan and you do that twice. Okay, and then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to open. This is what, 5? Open a CD for $500. Once you do that, you will be in a good place after 90 days to get any kind of credit that you need from Navy Federal. So there's that. There's the reason that you would want a Navy Federal account if you have bad credit, so that you can make your credit look better. You're starting to build credit. You're starting to look better to banks. Once you have, this is also, Navy Federal is a top tier bank, tier 1 bank. So therefore you want to be in their good graces, because your relationship with banks is the first step to having good credit. If you have a good relationship with that bank, it really doesn't matter too much what's on how bad your score is as much as what your relationship with that particular bank is. So you want to have good relationships with banks. You want to be in a top tier bank, Chase, Bank of America, Navy Fed, US Bank, these types of banks that are nationwide, actually worldwide even. But you want to have relationships with them. You want to start building those relationships as quick as possible. Start using their products. Have multiple products at each bank. That way, you are setting yourself up for success to have good credit. My name is Eric Peterson with Cigar Sundays Credit. That's what we're calling this little venture, Cigar Sundays Credit. You can call me Cigar Eric. I don't care, whatever. You guys have a great day. Be good to people. Take care. Bye.